Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop, and it's becoming a bit busier in here now, as you'll be able to see with things going on around me. Hopefully the sound isn't too bad on this one. I've got the heater going in the background, and also hopefully the flickering is fixed now. In the last video that I put up, the update, I don't know what went wrong with the settings there, but it was certainly not the best quality for some reason. I have since done a firmware update on the camera, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to sort it out. But this video is about the costs of this workshop fit out so far, as the title says. But before I get onto that, I've got a few notes here to go through. Before I get onto that, one thing I would like to say is a big thank you to all the subscribers. There's been a few join us recently. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hopefully you've checked the notification bell as well, so that you'll get a notification when I put a new video up. If you are watching this video and you haven't already, please subscribe, it's a great help. And if you like what I'm telling you, please give us a thumbs up. So, getting to the crux of the matter. This workshop, if you haven't done already, there's a whole build series on this workshop. I'll put a link up here somewhere for it. But I thought I'd go through the costs that I've spent out on materials to get to where we are just now. So the workshop was a bare shell, brick built, pitched roof, timber rafters, etc. The first thing I wanted to do was insulate it. So again, just going through this list, to achieve the insulation of the garage, I wanted to insulate it, strap it, line it, etc. Insulation, it's 50mm PIR board, 8x4 sheets, 30 of them I bought. Including delivery, they were 980 quid. Out of those 30, the only usable bits that I've had left over was about a 4 foot by 3 foot piece. I was anticipating to waste some, and I reckon the total wastage was about a board and a half if you put it all together. Next up was the 2x2 timber for the strapping, 4.8 metre lengths, 24 of those, and that came to 33.36. 4x2s, 4.8 metre lengths, 6 of them. The OSB, the actual lining boards, they're 11mm, they're 8x4 sheets again, 15 of those, totaling 256.65. I must say, by the way, this is going to be a bit random order as well. This is just the order that I wrote things down in, as I thought about what I've used and where I've used it. 6x80mm screws, 200 of them. That's for actually fixing the timber to the brickwork, and that came to £14.18. Insulation saw, that was a great buy. I recommend anybody using PIR insulation buy an insulation saw. Do not use a carpenter's wood saw. The dust from the insulation saw was minimal, so worthwhile the investment of £15.99. Plastic plugs, rule plugs, got into the wall. A bag of 300 of those was £504. No, that's wrong. £5 4p. 6x70 screws, 200 of those, £11. 4x40s, a box of 1,000 of those was £13. They were used for actually securing the OSB to the battens. Foil tape for going over the joints of the insulation, 8 rolls of that, and that came to 52 quid. Started on some of the electrical stuff. Earth sleeving, that's for going over the bare earth wire and the twin and earth cable. I can't remember how long that length was, but it's £5.39. Consumer unit, new one over there was £67.99. Tech screws for securing the brush seals on the bottom of the doors, £3.79. The brush seals themselves were £18.95. Trunking for going around the top of the walling for the electricals. It's 50 by 50 mil, 4-pack of 2-meter lengths, and I needed 3 packs. That's $105.99 all in. Conduit saddles for keeping the saddles secure to the wall, 2 packs, 15 packs, $10.95. 25-meter conduit is 3 meters, 4 lengths of 3 meters. The assistant's just walked in. I don't know what he's going to be involved with here. And that was £10.72 for the conduit. 2.5mm twin earth cable, 100 meters, and that was $52.80. Now, out of that 100 meters, we probably had about 2 or 3 meters wasted out of the whole lot, and we finished the roll. Trunking corners, 2 packs of 2. I've accounted for the one that hasn't actually been fitted yet, because I'm still waiting to get that, but that's £20.28. Female conduit adapters, that's to allow me to join the conduit to the trunking and to the sockets, the back boxes. They're 2 packs. I had 13 2-packs, came to $10.14. Back boxes themselves, 13 of them, 26 quid. Single gang back box, 80 pence. The light timer for the outside lights, that was $17.99. Are you getting bored yet? Socket tester for testing the sockets once we actually get the new feed put in. That means we can test all the sockets to make sure they're all wired correctly and working correctly. That was $9.99. 30 amp junction box, 4 of, £3.16. On that note of the junction boxes, right above you, right now in the ceiling for the lighting, for some reason one of them, I don't know where it's gone, see it. For some reason one of them has actually burst out, it's broken. Now I don't know if we've knocked it or something like that, but I've got to get a new one to replace that. So yeah, so the junction boxes were £3.16 for 4 of them. Trunking T adapters, so that's just it's like a corner but it's a vertical one, T shaped. I've got 2 of those and they're $14.48. Trunking end caps, £2.12. 2 gang socket face plates, £22. I can't remember how many of those we bought. How many have we got in here? Sockets. Having a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you forgot that was no. So 13 of those, and they came to £22. 1.5mm twin earth cable, 100 meters, £34.80, and that's for all the lighting. Haven't used much of that at all. Loft boards. Now I haven't actually mentioned much about them, but again, directly above you, there's loft boarding. Again, that's from B&Q. It was packs of 3, and if you bought 3 packs, it worked out £8 a pack. And I think it was 9. No, it must have been 8 packs that I bought. Yeah, it was 8 packs that I bought, and that came to 64 quid. Paint. The lovely white paint that's on here. Just trade emulsion, and that was 40 quid. 2 lots of 25 litres. Again, still haven't finished it, but we needed the... Yeah, we finished one. We probably used about 1.5 tubs of that. So that's the bulk of the workshop itself. Other costs so far, the bench to my right, that I showed in one of the build videos, that used 5 lengths of 2x5 timber, so they're 4.8 metre lengths, and that came to $17.75. The 18mm OSB top for it, 1 sheet of that, that's $25.57. Screws to put it together, I can't even think how many screws I've used, but I've put it down as a tenner's worth. Miscellaneous stuff for the build. Well, things like drills, screwdriver bits, stuff like that. Stuff that I've sort of just got at the time. I put down a nominal 50 quid for that sort of stuff. I've gone through a lot of impact driver screw bits, and I've gone through quite a few masonry drill bits, actually drilling into the brickwork. Diesel for the car to collect, or the van to collect stuff, 20 quid. We've also got on here the diesel heater, which you can probably hear in the background going just now. That was 100 quid. What else? Yeah, so that total, if I've got it right, comes to £2,162.66. Now, if somebody wants to do the maths and prove me that I've got it wrong, marvellous, thank you. But that's what I've added it up as. Other things that I've been thinking about still to do, extra benches. The one we're sitting at just now is a table, and that's going to be extended. Not extended, it's going to be replaced with a bigger bench. And almost directly behind me over there, where there's a table sitting just now, there's going to be another bench. I've anticipated 100 quid for the two of those. I've also got written down here, lighting, 5-foot battens, about 25 quid each. Now, as you've probably seen in the updates, the lighting's been done already, so that cost can be scrubbed off. I actually paid 20 quid a piece for the lighting battens, because I actually got an advert popped up on Facebook of all places, where Facebook's been listening to things I've been talking about. And it's from Lamp Shop Direct. If I remember to do it, I'll put a link in the bottom. It was the cheapest place that I found for the battens. I said 20 quid a piece, including a lamp, or the tube to go with it. And you can choose which colour you wanted. I went for the daylight ones. So I put down here 25 quid each, approximate cost 150. 120, 100. How much did I pay? 100. How many did I buy? 6. Yeah, so 120 quid for those. Now that was free delivery, over 50 quid. Garage door insulation, that's still to do. I'm not worrying about doing it just yet, simply because we are now coming out of winter at the time of filming. And it's not a desperate priority. It's warm enough in here just now as it is. I will do it, and I'm going to need 4 sheets of 25mm insulation, and that's going to be 100 quid. And the big other thing, which I've got written down here, which again at the time of filming hasn't been done yet, is the new electrical feed from the house. Been quoted 210 quid for that. That's to replace the 2.5mm cable that's there already with a 4mm cable, armoured cable. And that's going to involve pulling a new one through the existing conduit in the floor and underground. So at the time of filming that hasn't been done, but as soon as it has been done and connected up, we can get all the new wiring tested, commissioned. And it also means I can take out the existing stuff over there and paint around where it was. So yeah, I didn't really as such have a budget for this build. I just had a guesstimate in my head as to how much it was going to cost before we even moved house, and I allocated in my head £2,000 for doing it. As I was doing it, I thought it was going to cost a lot more, but it has turned out to be about what I thought. I wasn't keeping a running total as I went. I've just totted up now, literally sat down. I thought, right, I bought that, and gone back through all the orders and got the actual figures. So from that point of view, I've accidentally sort of hit target, with some other things still to do. So say for £2,600 ish would be the whole thing done and dusted. Yeah, there'll be other things that I spend on the place, but if you're watching this and you've got an empty double garage that's 6.5 meters square. It's got a pitched roof on it, and you want to do it to the same sort of level of comfort as this, that's roughly how much you're looking at. I didn't spend huge amounts of time shopping around trying to get the best prices. Some of the things that did surprise me, I did initially start looking around for the insulation. I thought, right, I'll look here, I'll look there, and the last place I looked was B&Q. Here in the UK it's a big DIY place like Home Depot in the States or something like that, and they worked out at 32 quid a sheet for the insulation compared to 36, 37 from elsewhere. So it doesn't sound like much of a difference, but when you're buying 30 sheets of it, it adds up. But that's just one example. Would I do things differently next time if I did it again? Probably not. This is what I've been wanting to have for years, and hopefully won't be moving from here for years. Which is why I've done it like this just now. Done it once and done it right. So that is the cost breakdown of doing this build, or fit out, or whatever we want to call it. If you've got any questions or comments on it, please put them below. I do read them all and try and reply to them where I can. If you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you're watching it and you're not already, please subscribe. But for now, until next time, I'll see you. I'm Nick Reeves. I'll catch you again soon.